Hello there. Welcome to Star Wars Lads. This is going to be an Obi-Wan Kenobi impromptu trailer reaction. I could not be more excited to watch this. It just came out, so we're going to dive right in. Before we get started, please hit that like button down below, subscribe to the channel for Star Wars content minimum 3 days a week, and comment below. Let us know what you thought of this trailer and what you think's going to happen in Obi-Wan Kenobi. I think this is going to be really exciting. It's like the most anticipated Star Wars project since The Force Awakens, and I mean, it's my favorite character of all time. So, without further ado, let's watch this trailer.
The fight is done. We lost.
Dude, that's so. I'm so excited for that.
The key to hunting Jedi is patience.
I mean, he's a big head.
Jedi cannot help what they are. Their compassion leaves a trail. The Jedi code is like an itch. He cannot help it. Where is he?
The lightsaber looks really good. Oh man. Dude, I'm so excited for this show. That's gonna be insane. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. It's epic. It's what we want. I think the story appears to be kind of going in the direction that I expected with the heavy involvement of the Inquisitors that we've seen from concept art and all of that. It makes sense that the nature of what Star Wars has become versus what it was in 1977, when people want to constantly revert back to Obi-Wan Vader never meeting again. But I think with how grand Star Wars has become, it makes a lot of sense if the Inquisitors, especially in the earlier days of the Empire, are hunting down every single whisper about a Jedi. And we see that in Rebels even 5 years before. If there's a rumor about a Jedi on Tatooine, the Inquisitor's going to show up, and it seems like Obi-Wan's probably going to have to leave the planet in order to keep Luke safe. It all aligns in the story for me. I think it looks pretty cool. The Grand Inquisitor is a little round, but the lightsaber looks sick. Like it carried over well. Like I think that's going to look really good. That was not something I thought I would have to think about in live action. Like whether it would look good in a live action context, because it is a very cartoony design, but looks good. Ewan looks amazing.
Yeah. I mean, I really hope. I was low-key hoping that they would age him up even more, just to make him a little bit closer to. And that's only 10 years after Revenge of the Sith, but 20 years on Tatooine really does a number, apparently. God, yeah. Just, I mean, we talked about this, oh yeah, there's a rumor it's coming out on Wednesday. It came out. It was just shocking to me after having so many cancellations and delays. This is happening. Yeah, Fortress Inquisitorius looks very cool. I like that new sort of grimy, seems like a little bit more neon, Tokyo neon inspired vibes of that city. Looks pretty cool in that sense.
Yeah, I know that's an interesting shootout. Obi-Wan's using a blaster there too, which is kind of interesting that he's, even though they're so uncivilized, he's willing to go to those depths.
Because he can't use the lightsaber, right? It's really just not feasible, I guess.
Yeah, he's willing to go to
Are
those
you
depths.
trying to show something on stream?
I'm trying to fast forward to
Okay.
where it is, and then I was gonna pull it up.
Okay.
So then,
Okay. Just making sure.
yeah, it's and this one's hard to see, but he's using a blaster here, which is interesting. I mean, that's gonna be the epic shot when he'll probably use his blaster in the first or second episodes, and then we'll finally see the lightsaber pull out in maybe the third episode or something, and it's gonna be maybe he's taken down all the Inquisitors. They're easy game for Obi-Wan. Like, he doesn't care. He's just they're easy money, and then when Vader shows up, he's like, all right, I gotta pull out the lightsaber for this.
Maybe. I mean, this is before Rebels. We see the fifth brother. I think Sun King is playing him. So what is it called? No matter what, he's got to live, because then he dies to Maul.
And then the Grand Inquisitor will live as well. But
I think that's my only big issue with that trailer. I think not Sun King. I can live with the fifth brother being a little less stockier than I imagine, because that's stylized Rebels, which is even more stylized than the Clone Wars. But I feel like Grand Inquisitor should have been pretty close to the Utapauan like governor that we see in Revenge of the Sith, like with a gaunt face with the rims. Like, this just looks like
spiky teeth.
Spiky teeth too. Yeah, this guy just looks a little, just like a dude with some okay makeup and he's a little chunky. I don't think his facial size is right, and I wish it was Jason Isaacs. I think he would have gotten a very gaunt look down. Maybe I think Isaac was always talking about that he was going to be down.
Yeah, it looks a lot more like, this looks a little more like a TV budget type of thing, like it looks like a person, I guess. Like, it doesn't look as alien as it did in Revenge of the Sith. But
is it really that hard to make that leap with some of the cool designs we've seen in Mando and all that? It's a choice, and I don't know if I love the choice.
Yeah, I feel like it's one of the ways that, like, above his eyebrows or above his eyes, like the way that creases in his forehead and just like up to the top of his head, it looks like it looks like a little thing put on his head. Like, it looks like almost something that's trying to extend his head. It's like supernaturally like it just does not look right, I guess. And the costume looks really cool. Everything else looks great. Like, all the other Inquisitor stuff looks perfect. And maybe it'll look a little better, honestly, when he's moving around or something. Maybe there is a practical reason they went this way, but yeah, I think like the Tian Madon, like that design is so iconic, and you get extreme close-ups in that film of that guy, and it looks great. And they could have followed it up with that. Here, you're on mute.
I don't think he has yellow eyes. Like, I think that's what's throwing me off, because he's supposed to have yellow eyes and like the red paint.
Least, yeah,
kind of.
They're at least not standing out.
Huh?
See, there's a second shot of him.
Yeah, there's a second shot. I do like the Inquisitorial ship. That looks really sick.
That droid's cool too. Yeah.
Okay, so you can see the eye stuff. If he doesn't have yellow eyes, that'd be a choice.
Actually, that shot looks better.
Yeah,
that shot looks a lot better, and maybe it's just because he's looking down versus looking up at him. But that shot looks a lot better. You can see a little bit more of the detail on the top of his head as well.
He's just one of the few characters I visualize as like super tall and like skinny, right? As opposed to
really skinny.
Well, not super tall, but like skinny at least. Like,
yeah,
I like how the lightsaber is translated, though. I like that.
Yeah, it looks good. I think it'll be interesting to see if they're using it to fly around like they do in Rebels. I think that would be a bit of a stretch in live action, to be honest.
Yeah,
I don't know if I want to see that, but
I know Jason Isaacs reportedly doesn't like putting a lot of makeup on his face and stuff, so that's maybe why. I know that's supposed to be Rupert Friend, or however you say his last name. So he's got the whole British snobbery look down, but
yeah, the voice sounds pretty good.
Maybe his, I don't know, the ears look the right size too. it's just something. I do like this third Inquisitor. Her name's Reva. She looks really cool. She's the third sister.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah,
she doesn't
that's
have
gonna
a
be
spinny
sick.
lightsaber. Sad.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
lower tier. And then I mean, obviously
lower tier, of
Luke.
course.
We
Oh
get
yeah,
Luke right
oh yeah.
here. That's
Man,
pretty
hit the whip.
exciting.
Sheesh.
Yeah, man, he's inventing dances in the galaxy, like,
Oh my god. Oh
and
god.
Owen, like, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm really excited for all that stuff. I think getting a lot of the Tatooine stuff was what a lot of people, myself included, were a little concerned we were gonna, ditch Tatooine in favor of having Obi-Wan fight all these people across the galaxy and really like, turn him into like rebellion founder or Obi-Wan and symbol of the galaxy type thing. And that very well could still be the case, but at least it looks like we're going to spend some time on Tatooine, and this he knows what his mission is. It's to protect Luke. He's going. We've seen some pictures, and we could flash some of those pictures up too. And it looks like that cave, the one Obi-Wan in the cave, definitely is where, in my opinion, we're going to see Qui-Gon. Like I think
Yeah.
that's the
I
place
don't
where
even
Obi-Wan's
think
going to meditate.
Not Qui-Gon. I don't think even Kenobi is gonna even have like his hut yet. It doesn't seem like he's a guy who's like settled on this planet. He just looks like he's just any little shindig would do. Oh, look, that flat rock. And he's like, I'll take it. This is my misery.
This
Yeah.
this show could
I
very
just
well
hope that
end
when
with
the
him buying land and being like looking up in the twin suns, and he's like, "I am now a Tatooine landowner, and I will be spending my next 10 years watching Luke from here."
God. Yeah. I just hope that his ridges on the Grand Inquisitor's faces are a little bit more prominent when we see them.
Mhm.
I'm Yeah, that's the only thing I'm not 100% sold on, especially because I really wanted Jason Isaacs to pull off the role, but I guess that's not happening. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah,
Kenobi
that's
looks
really
amazing though.
he
Yeah,
does, and that's really the only
God.
visual complaint we really even have. And the voice, I thought the voice sounds good. I'm assuming that's the Grand Inquisitor narrating the whole trailer. So everything else looks fantastic. This is going to be, I mean, this has to be a great show. It has to be. Otherwise, there'd be
Oh yeah. Oh
severe
yeah.
disappointment. Like all the goodwill that's been gained back by The Mandalorian will dissipate if this is not great. So there's a lot of pressure on this
Well,
show.
at the very least, prequel memes just from today has had so much content that they can just explode on. Just ugh. And they got John Williams back to do the main theme, right?
Yeah, we heard Duel of
It
the
has to be
Fates.
good.
I want to hear Duel of the Fates more.
Whew. Yeah.
This
Can't
man, this
imagine
is
what
going to
their
be so.
fight. Yeah. And
This
they
will be
haven't
so
shown
sick.
Vader yet.
Yeah,
Oh
we
God. Once we
got the
see
breathing
Vader.
at the end, but uh
Uh,
I think Vader, and I can't wait to see some flashbacks. I'd love them to just save. I'm fine with seeing Vader in some more promotional material because we know what he looks like. But
mhm.
I do not want them to show Hayden Christensen. I want to see Hayden Christensen in the show. I want to like that's my
That'd be pretty
first
sick.
visual of him. I want it to be in the show. And
That's fair.
I'm very
Would you
excited for
be
what they're
okay
doing.
with Hayden Christensen as Vader in the tank being in a trailer?
Yeah,
Or are
maybe
you
like a
saying like
close
just
up of
Hayden
him,
as
like
Clone
from
Wars?
yeah, like a Hayden
Yeah.
flashback of him as Anakin. I want to save that for the show.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, some type of close up of him in the back to tank, like we get in Rogue One. Something like that would be acceptable for me. But yeah, we're going to see Vader at some point, at least some pictures in the promotional material. I mean, there's no way they don't show Vader, especially because that's
I
been
mean,
one
we
of the
kind
big
of,
selling
yeah.
points of the show. That was how they
We know what
announced
he
it.
looks like in this era. We know how he looks like in Rogue One in modern day Star Wars. So it's not like oh, how does Kenobi look like? That was the big thing. Now it's like, well, we
Yeah,
know what Vader looks like, but it's gonna be different to really see them on screen fighting.
right.
It's just gonna be insane.
There's
It's
going to
gonna
be
be
some
insane.
crazy lightsaber duels in this show. I can't wait for all that. I mean, imagine Obi-Wan taking on like 3 Inquisitors at a time, doing the whole like, you know, man,
Oh God.
I can't wait for
Oh
that.
God. Yeah.
And there needs
God
to be
damn.
a hello there. If there's no hello there, there that will be a missed opportunity. I mean, there's certain things that you kind of just
Disney.
have to
Yeah.
do. kind of
Disney
like
has to make some specific prequel memes targeted content, like some classic catchphrase or something that comes from this show, or like obviously we want a redux of all the stuff that we got, a little bit like a hello there, like stuff like that. But we want. I feel like we need to see something specifically like between the prequels, between the original film, and it's his own iconic line, at least for this show. If they don't hit something like that, that the prequel memers could just quote endlessly, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah, they did tweet today, I believe, before they released any of the images and before they released the show. Hello there. So, I mean,
We're getting
they
there.
know,
We're getting there.
they know
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
need that should be the first line of the show, honestly. But it's like somebody knocks on Obi-Wan's door, he opens it. Oh, hello there.
Hello there.
That would 10
Yeah.
out of 10. It would start out perfect. We don't even need to
God.
see the rest of the show. But that's gonna be it for our little trailer reaction here. We hope you guys are excited for this show. Let us know down below what you thought of the trailer and what you think is going to happen in the show. Yeah, this couldn't be more exciting. Honestly, this is my favorite character of all time. I cannot wait for this. So like the video as well. Subscribe to our channel for Star Wars content 3 days a week. We also have a news video that's going to be coming up today. I think I'm going to package these as 2 separate ones. So check that out. We'll be talking about the Galactic Star Cruiser news, and celebration stuff, because that is right around the corner. So check that video out later today, and then stay tuned on Friday for more Star Wars Lads content. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.